Hey everyone, Game Park here, and today I thought we'd do an unboxing for this package that I just got today from Amazon Japan. It's something that I've been wanting for quite a while, of course, video game related, so let's see what we got inside. We got here the Retro Freak. It is a multi-system. According to the box here, it can play 11 different games, and it is the Super Famicom styled Retro Freak with the gray and white. Comes with the controller, the inside of the base, and a controller adapter. So here we have the side. Here we have all the systems, all the 11 systems that it's supposedly compatible with: Famicom, Super Famicom, Super Nintendo, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Mega Drive for PAL and Japanese, Sega Genesis, PC Engine, TurboGrafx 16, and PC Engine Super Graphics. And with an adapter, you can also play Game Gear, Sega Mark III, and Sega SG 1000. Oh, and another adapter that'll let you play NES from PAL and NTSC. So yeah, there's the system. The side over here shows the Retro Freak controller adapter for Super Nintendo, I think, is the one that comes in here. Here's the back. The part that goes in the back, where is that part? This part here, this is what attaches to the back. This is where all the like where the motherboard and all the internals are here. And here we have the other side, Retro Freak, Super Famicom version with the controller adapter set. Comes with all these nice things inside. So let's go ahead and take a look at the inside of the box. Here we have probably some warranty information. Here is one of the controllers. It kind of takes after like a Super Nintendo controller. Underneath that we have the controller adapter. Yep, it's all for Super Nintendo controllers. We have an HDMI, which we'll leave there. On the other side, we have this little cover. This is the AC unit inside, and we have a Super Famicom controller extension, and I'm assuming this is probably one of the power cables. All right, so I'll put this over here. And then we have the main console itself. Let's take a look here. here we have the Retro Freak. It's actually got a decent amount of weight. I thought it was actually going to be super light, but it's not too bad. So here we have the ports. Let me see if I can find a way to set this nicely. So this is for the Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, and Famicom on the very top. On the front, we have the TurboGrafx 16 cards and Game Boy Advance or any other type of Game Boy with 3 USB. On the bottom, here we have the insides already installed and the Retro Freak branding. Nothing on the side. Nothing on the side either. And on the back, of course, we got the power right here, HDMI, micro SD, and the input for the power. Yeah, it's pretty much the console itself. It's very nice looking. And I'm hoping that this will help me kind of minimize all the systems that I have hooked up, in addition to being able to play all my retro games through HDMI, so I don't have to be unplugging and connecting all sorts of cables all the time when I want to play my retro games. But yeah, I'm gonna try and grab some games and let's see if I can install and play some of them. Alright, so I went ahead and hooked up the Retro Freak, so I'll be booting it up for the first time now. Let's press the power button on the back. The LED indicator shows me that it's on, and we'll just wait for the screen to turn on. So I don't have the Retro Freak controller plugged in because I want to test out 2 controllers specifically. One of them being the Xbox 360 wired controller, and the other one being a Sega Saturn USB controller. So I think this one should be working just fine. Let's try this one first. Go ahead and plug it in here. Oops, alright. Okay, now we have the Sega Saturn controller plugged in. Let's see if we get anything. Yep, it works perfectly. Let's go ahead and select English. Yep. We'll accept. It says you must calibrate the screen size, press left or right. It's basically perfect, so I think we'll stay there. If your TV has game mode setting, please ensure this is enabled. And here we are at the main menu. Perfect. Let's see. Plugging in a game. Let's start off with Sailor Moon, the French version. I'll plug right this in here, and I think I should be able to detect the game. It says unknown. Let's try and take it out. We'll select no. Let's try it again. There we go, Sailor Moon detected. Let's go ahead and press play. It says you can have configured a hotkey for the connected third party. I guess it does detect it, but I have to configure it. Let's go to controllers. Button or hotkey configuration. Let's do, well, they have a Genesis 6 button. Do they have Sega Saturn? No, let's do Genesis 6 button. Yeah. And will this allow us to let's see if we can start playing now. Nope. Okay. Let's do button mapping. Okay. So here we can create a new profile. Alright, I'm gonna try and set this up and then I'll be right back. Alright, so basically we have to set a hotkey for the in-game menu, which is the one highlighted, and also you have to set a button to have the return to menu button. So once I did that, none of these other ones are required, so I went to close. I closed this one too, and then I went to play, and I was able to jump straight into the game, and it looks really good too. We have Sailor Moon playing. And here we can choose the character that we want. There, I've chosen my character. And here we go. Yep, works like a charm. Right, let's see if we can select another game. There we go. I wonder if you can just plug, take out the cartridge. I think it should be okay. Yep. When I take it out, it says not loaded. Nice. Let's see. Let's try and play another game. How about we play Ranma here? One of my most recent Super Nintendo purchases that I got in Japan. There we go. Let's go ahead and play. Oops, I accidentally pressed start. Yep, and the game seems to be working just fine. Perfect. Alright, and the last thing we want to do is try out some Game Boy Advance games, rather. Let's see, let's try Lunar. So we can take this out and put in Lunar right here, like this. And hopefully it detects it. It says initial import of save data from cartridge complete. So it also imported the save data that was on the cartridge, which is great. I also want to try and test out the Xbox 360 controller. So let's see what happens if we end up disconnecting the Sega Saturn one and plugging in this 360 controller. So the 360 controller is blinking. But pushing on the D-pad does not seem to control anything on the system itself. Well, that's a shame, because I definitely like using the 360 controller a lot. Let's see if we can try to connect the Sega Saturn controller again and have it detect properly. Pop it in. And it's detecting it. Okay, well, 360 controller doesn't seem to work, but the Saturn one does. So let's go ahead and see if it plays Lunar. Oh, let's see. Gotta load my profile. In-game key wants me to set it. So I'm going to make it the start button, like that. And then my return to main menu button, it's going to be the Z button. There we go. So with that, we can go ahead and close everything and play Lunar. Yep, and it seems to be working just fine. So I should be able to load the one in my same game that I had when I was playing on my GBA, and yeah, I'm not sure which one of these is my most recent one, but let's just try this one. And here we are moving around in Lunar. Perfect. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That is the Retro Freak from Cyber Gadget. It's a all-in-one kind of system, and I'm really happy to have it. All the games look really good through HDMI, and yeah, this is probably going to be my main way of playing all these retro classics. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.